You know, most of the areas that I work with, no-till has enough direct benefits from a point of view of its efficiencies, its moisture conservation, its higher yields. The benefits are significant enough you shouldn't need a carrot, so to speak. But if there was some sufficient funding from national organisation, governments, etc., to help farmers, at least, like some field days like what we did yesterday, that would be a starting point. If there was some direct funding to growers to help them justify the acquisition of a larger no-till drill, you know, that would be better still. But from my perspective, from an agronomic perspective, the benefits sell themselves.
Is that been the case in the States? Has that been enough for people to take it up there?
It has. You know, during different segments of time over the past 20 years, there have been some financial incentives to some of the US producers. More recently, those funds have been cut and will likely become more cut as the financial strengths or pressures of the US become more apparent. But there has been some money going towards farmers to help them buy no-till equipment if they weren't already no-tilling. Yes.
Has there been any discussion had in the States about where farmers who are using no-till practices might fit into a future economic climate that involves carbon trading, emissions trading, those sorts of mechanisms?
Yeah, there's a lot of discussions. I've not seen the results of that. The whole carbon discussion in the US, yes, it's important, but most everybody you talk to in a break in these sessions, people are talking about carbon, so it's a lot more pronounced and visible here. It wouldn't be nearly the pole position in the States as what it is here. It's pretty strong in Europe too, but I feel the US and Canada would probably be lagging behind in that discussion, and they wouldn't have the documented research or the documented research that I've seen here.
So Australia, in your view, is perhaps leading the way with soil carbon issues?
It is, and Europe would be pretty strong too. Yes, it's just a lot more apparent.
Is that not closely tied in with some of the benefits of no-till practice?
Absolutely, it absolutely is. So it should be forefront, and if the government is looking to provide some funding to help farmers justify the acquisition of some new seeding equipment, maybe it needs to be tied into the carbon topic.